Hello and welcome to Pinkerton and Beyond. I'm Senior Memphis Kirkland.
And I'm Senior Aiden Duffin. We are super excited to bring you this episode of the show, completely produced by the video production students at Pinkerton Academy.
That's right. Students from Video Production 1 and 2 classes have been hard at work gathering stories and information so that we can bring you everything Pinkerton and Beyond.
We start tonight with plans for graduation. For the second year in a row, graduation ceremony will take place on the football field.
On Friday, June 10th, Aiden and I, along with 700 of our classmates, will walk across the stage to accept our diplomas.
The ceremony will take place starting at 6 p.m. Families and friends will be in attendance, as this year there are no restrictions on how many guests students can have. In case of the rain, the backup date for graduation is Saturday, June 11th, also at 6 p.m. Everything that has happened last year is captured and presented in one place, the yearbook. As I found out, putting this together is no easy task. The yearbook, a staple of the school year conclusion, looking back on the year, the moments from the best to the most interesting. But today, we ask the question, how is the yearbook made? I got to sit down with Mr. Cremone, one of the yearbook advisors, to talk about the process of making this book.
I think the hardest part is probably making all the, hitting all the deadlines. We have all these deadlines set up so the book can be printed. It's 320 pages, so that doesn't just happen overnight. You have to get it. We set it up early in the year, and then we have to try to make that deadline. I think the favorite part probably is like when it all comes together as a team, because in the beginning, not a lot of students happen to know each other in that class, and then you like any full year class, it kind of becomes this.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, becomes this kind of little family of people there that work together.
There is so much love put into this book, and at times it can be stressful. But it seems they prevail as they work as a team to capture the best moments from the year in the book. I'm Aiden Duffin for Pinkerton and Beyond.
Prom is another rite of passage that comes at the end of the school year, and this year juniors did it in style. But getting ready for this big night is no easy task. Hours of work goes into transforming the gym to the point it is unrecognizable. A dance floor, lights, and lots of decorations were put into place to create an event for everyone to remember. The event took place on Saturday, May 14th.
As the school year draws to a close, special recognition ceremonies are taking place across campus. Students who completed any 2-year CTE program were honored in the Stockbridge Theater. Students were presented with certificates for their accomplishments, as each program named Outstanding Student as well. We're happy to share that here in the video program, the director of Pinkerton and Beyond, Patrick Garcia, was one of those students.
Spring is also competition season for many students who take one of the CTE programs. 4 students are headed to Atlanta, Georgia at the end of the month to compete in the National Skills USA competition. Skills USA supports the future of career and technical education by prepping the students for the workforce. Students from cosmetology, computer information systems, and electrical programs will be representing Pinkerton this year.
Pinkerton's Vex Robotics already completed their competition, which pitted them against teams from across the world. Team Chaos and Team Eclipse battled against 810 other teams in Dallas, Texas the first week of May. More than 20,000 teams compete around the world for a spot in this competition. In the end, Pinkerton's team placed 12th and 14th respectively in their divisions.
5 Pinkerton seniors recently competed in the in the National Restaurant Association Pro Star Invitational Culinary Competition. Students had 1 hour to execute a 3-course meal with the use of no electricity, refrigeration, or running water. Out of 42 states that competed, Pinkerton finished 10th overall, the highest Pinkerton has ever placed in this competition.
As students wrap up this school year, plans are being made for new courses next year. One class to consider the animation course in the art department. As Kira Strudavant tells us, this class draws students from all artistic backgrounds.
So what are you working on right now?
I'm working on an animation. It's kind of like a GIF animation. Yeah.
Welcome to Graphics and Animation, a class whose curriculum has recently undergone some interesting changes. While the course handbook describes it like a marketing class, make no mistake, this class was made for the art student. There are 3 levels of graphics classes. Each level has its own set of challenges.
My intro level classes are focused on elements of art and principles of design, and every single assignment has to do with one of those elements or one of those principles. Graphics 1, we kind of review how to use Photoshop and Illustrator. We start off with landscapes, we move to character design, we do storyboarding. My graphics 2 is a little more student-led, and I like to open up the assignment and let the student guide where their piece is going to end up.
Students are given an impressive amount of freedom in the class, often using their own characters, concepts, and stories for different assignments.
Like I said, it's very like student directed, and it's really cool to be like, when you're in, since it's a higher level class, you're given a lot more like creative freedom.
We make an alphabet book cover.
The ABC book, where we had to each do a different letter of the alphabet.
We had a little contest on who was going to win the alphabet book cover,
Which was really cool because it was like everybody working together on something.
Right now, the most impressive part of the class is their incredible dedication to learning the art of animation. For Pinkerton and Beyond, I'm Kira Sturdivant.
In another classroom on campus, students have created a holiday of sorts. Hot Dog Wednesday has become something students in Mr. Toro's math class look forward to, and something he encouraged to help in their learning. Patrick Waldron tells us all about it.
What is Hot Dog Wednesday?
Well, it's a holiday that we randomly decided to make up, kind of just to find ways to have fun at school.
Hot Dog Wednesday was a joke originally. Then it just kind of just manifested into a holiday.
It's a day, third Wednesday of every month, we just decide to celebrate hot dogs.
Yeah, the best holiday.
Hot Dog Wednesday is also not just a day, it's a way of life.
It's a lifestyle. How does the student body and administration feel about Hot Dog Wednesday?
The student body feels that it's obviously a blessing.
Well, I think administration hates us, but I think that the student body thinks it's hilarious. And that's okay in my book.
I think they love us and appreciate us for who we are.
I mean, it seems that we have support from administration, right?
Not at first. There was a culprit.
What are your plans for tomorrow, as it is Hot Dog Wednesday?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment. Have you guys seen Hot Dog Wednesday incorporated into the lesson plan in your math class?
Yes, we have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we talked about how hot dogs cool. It's exponential decay, and we were in the middle of our exponential unit, and so we looked at that and we calculated the cooling rate of a hot dog.
The question is, when is Hot Dog Wednesday not incorporated in the math?
You're right.
Why did you decide to support the holiday rather than shutting it down?
But teaching's all about making choices, and you gotta, sometimes you are faced with the weirdest thing. You know, you see something like this that's so weird and so out there, and you're just like, you know what? Why not? Like, you know, if it gets them to buy into class 1% more and it like is funny, then why not?
What do you want people to get out of Hot Dog Wednesday?
Hot dog. Hot dogs.
For me, I kind of feel like it's just, I feel like there's a long stretch of time where there's not really any holidays to celebrate, and also just in that, I feel like it's something to look forward to, and it's just a fun way that we put ourselves into the student culture.
Not only a full heart, but a full heart of hot dogs.
A full stomach of hot
Full
dogs.
heart, full stomach, clear eyes of hot dogs.
There are a lot of class options here at Pinkerton and a lot of dedicated teachers. Mr. Cremone is one of those teachers, and today we get to know him. Mr. Cremone teaches a couple different classes, including computer graphics and new media. But how is it different?
It's more geared towards marketing, the marketing side of things.
Digital media is another class Mr. Cremone teaches.
It's chunked up into 3 sections. There's like the graphic design part, and then it goes into video, and then it's web, like a basic coding.
Pinkerton turns to Mr. Cremone when it comes to creating graphics for the school.
I usually have a lot of fun with the Stockbridge Theater, like a booklet, like a little mini magazine that details the upcoming season.
A lot of skills are required to become a graphic designer.
I would say, you know, outside of the obvious ones like the creativity, things like that, patience. Patience is pretty big, and like a resilience to like take criticism on a project and not take it too personally.
During his class, he teaches various concepts, but he'll teach you the one he really wants you to pick up and learn.
To up the comfort level on the computer, first of all, because everyone knows how to use a computer, obviously, but it's the little things that make it so much easier, that a lot of students just don't try to click on things and they don't look at it on their own. So once they see it, it's kind of like, it kind of opens a whole new thing. The hope is the students will get an eye for making things look a little bit better.
As a teacher, Mr. Cremone does a lot, but there's some things he wishes he knew before becoming a teacher.
The meetings and the paperwork and stuff like that, you know, I wish I knew a little bit more about that. When someone gets excited that doesn't really use a computer and they go, oh, this font's cool, you go, is it though?
That's all we have for this episode. Join us next time. We will take a look at some of the departments that are our school running.
And we also take a look at what it takes to make a club on campus.
Until then, have a great day, and thanks for watching Pinkerton and Beyond.